tasks. We're getting ready for the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. So what we're going to be doing is doing a little upgrade on the solar and the battery. So we have a lithium battery that we're putting in from Enduro Power, a 200 amp hour. So we're going to be getting that hooked up. Temporary solution that's going to go in the battery box on the tongue. We really don't have the time to get it moved inside. That is the ultimate plan, to pull all the wires back, redo everything so that it's done right. I got some cables I'm going to make so that people can't get into the battery box and steal it. A new solar controller, which is an MPPT solar controller. That'll just a little bit more efficient than the Go power that's in there. And oh yeah, we also need to strap down the tire, or strap up the tire, because a lot of people are losing them on the road. So just make sure that that is secure. And those are our tasks for today. So temporary solution for our trip, and then at some point we'll be ripping all the wiring back and rerouting it and getting the battery mounted in here with all the other stuff. So let's get started. All right, so this is the Go Power that we're taking out. It's they're pretty crappy. So we're actually, it's Victron. So the Victron MPPT controller is going to go under the seat or the bed. And we actually got a battery monitor and a shunt, which is eventually going to replace this. So I have a piece of PVC that I'm going to match the size, drill it out so it can mount. But for now, it's not going to mount there because it's going to be close to the battery. So I'm just going to leave it in the battery compartment or the battery box, and then eventually it'll move here. So I'm just going to leave this out because we're not going to use it, and get the panel mounted, and that way eventually it'll look nice. So positive and negative that go into the battery, which are red and black, and then our white solar wires, red stripe is a positive, and it looks like they are going up instead of down. So I'm actually going to have to extend them a little bit to get them down to where the solar controller is going to go. So that's my next task. So I'm running a pull wire so that I can easily be able to extend, be able to pull a wire up for the solar. So just doing that now. It's not supposed to fall off. Edit.
Don't you know it always goes wrong when the camera's on?
It's excited. It is very excited. You're working with me.
He never has these problems, and then we turn the camera on and who knows. One more time with feeling. Beautiful. And here you can see some of the fine workmanship of the folks that put these babies together. Nice smooth lines under the controller.
I bet you I can use that instead.
What's happening?
I don't know.
We're having wire gauge issues from what I can... Wire gauge issues? Is that what it is?
No, not having wire gauge issues. What are you talking about?
Meaning we don't have the right...
No, you know what? I can use this. I'll repurpose it. Figure out where it's got to go. Mount the controller, which is going to mount right here to there. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
I hope you caught that, because I didn't catch it. But he's got it under control, so we'll see what happens.
All right, so this is our shunt. Made a cable that's going to go between the battery and the shunt, and then the negative that's coming off the camper itself is going to go onto this side here, get our connection. We're getting ready to put in the lithium battery now, but we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to get started.
Again.
Okay, so here's what we got. See this for a second. So what I get here, I got a piece of wood that's just simply holding the battery in place. I have the shunt mounted to it. I'm going to get that connected up and get connected to the battery. Again, this is only temporary because eventually the battery is going to be moving under the beds, but for now this is going to work. So what we got going on? We have our new solar controller all hooked up and working. We have our app working, so we can see that we have some solar producing some energy. We have our shunt in there showing us our battery. You can see our state of charge, and you can see that we have our voltage and everything in there, which is good. And then also our solar controller, you can see there that we are currently, we have a 190 watt panel on the top, and it's filthy, and we're not in direct sun right now, so we're getting about half the power that we should be getting. But you can see our voltage and current, we're still doing about 6 amps, which is pretty good. And we'll go out, we'll take a look at the battery real quick. We'll get everything hooked up, and we have our Bluetooth, which is actually right here for now, temporarily until we remount it. And I just gotta secure it, and we're good.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Yeah, it works.
All right, so
what we did today was we installed our lithium battery.
woohoo!
200 Enduro power, 200 amp hours. It is in the battery box, so I do have it locked up very well. So I have cables all over it, blocking
And
up
that's
the box.
only a temporary fix.
Temporary until we can pull the wires back and put it under the bed. So we'll get that done when it cools off a little bit once we get back from Albuquerque. The other last thing I did, I just crawled underneath and I strapped up the spare tire because I've heard stories of them dropping. So I just got I got a ratchet strap under there just going across the tire.
So I think that wraps it up for this edition of Southwest Wanderers.
Yeah.
And as we always say, well, first, go ahead. Tell them what to do.
What do we do?
Oh, hey! Oh, look! Yeah, we got merch. Well, it's merch for us. It's our own merchandise for ourselves. We got our little tagline, "Keep Wandering," right on the hat.
So yeah, so
what his hat said, "Keep Wandering," and don't forget to like,
comment, and subscribe.
And share if you feel so generous in spirit to do so. So that's it.
That's it.
All right, we're out. Keep wandering.
If you're in Albuquerque, we'll see you there.
Yeah, if you're in Albuquerque, we will see you on the flip side.